The NFL has gone soft. I don't know if anyone else has recognized it. Almost as soft as Kobe Bryant once said, soft as Charmin. Because I'm going to take you back to the 1970s where they actually used to hit people. This guy right here, Mel Blount, did some disastrous, disgusting things to people.
Many believe to be the most physical cornerback in the history of the game. His name, Mel Blount.
I don't know if you were looking at the same footage right there, but I know what I was looking at. He dumped, I'm pretty sure that's Cliff Branch. Cliff Branch, I know because Fred Blitnikoff was the other receiver on that Raiders team. Yeah, I'm assuming it was Cliff Branch. Hopefully it wasn't some innocent third string or fourth string receiver. But Mel Blount, because the Steelers just always complain about them. See, we'll get into the Steelers and those Raider teams from the 70s in a little bit here. But, as you just saw, Mel Blount dumped that man on his freaking head. Dumped him on his fucking head. Imagine, see, you thought Antonio Brown getting destroyed was bad. Imagine if that happened. I'm not saying Antonio Brown getting absolutely destroyed was bad. But that dude just got dumped on his fucking head, bro. You think he was expecting Mel Blount to do that to him? No, Mel Blount, if I went out and did that to you, if I just walked outside, right, and did that to someone, I would go to jail. That's crazy. But we're about to get into the other players on those 70s teams. The first one from the Steelers we're going to talk about is Jack Lambert. Look at this guy. Would you want to fuck with this guy? This guy is scary, man. This dude, I'm surprised he doesn't Mel Blount people and just dump them on their freaking head, too. This dude's intimidating. This is not a dude you want to meet freaking in a fucking dark alley somewhere. Look at this guy. Next, we have Jack Ham. Yes, does he look as intimidating as Lambert? No, but Jack Ham is just as hard of a hitter, if not harder, as Lambert was. They're equally both terrifying. And yes, these two played on the same team at the same. All these got Mel Blount, Lambert, Ham. Imagine. And I'm just only going to go into four Steelers players, but, I just wanted to go through, everyone knows who their quarterback is, Terry Bradshaw, but, I'm not really going over the offense. I'm really going more onto the defense. I'm more worried about the defense because defense is what gets penalized nowadays, which is why the NFL is soft, because they killed defenses. They don't want good defenses. I understand for the ratings you need high scoring games, but all you do that to kill the defensive side of the ball. Yes, you have your few guys in there like Myles Garrett in them, but you kill the defense the more you nerf the defense. Yes, Mean Joe, number 75. Mean Joe Green right there. He's more than just a Coca-Cola commercial ad. He was a mean dude. You go look at some footage on that dude. He's sitting there stomping dudes out with his cleats on. You don't see that nowadays. You don't see shit like that anymore. And yes, I made sure to get a picture of him and Lambert. Him and badass Lambert right there. But now we're going to move on to some of the Raiders players on those 70s teams. Yeah, Mr. Ted Hendricks. One of probably the most underrated football players to ever play the game. I don't hear much about him, but, when you do hear about him, this dude right here is a 6'7" linebacker. 6'7". Yes, this dude was a tall, lanky linebacker. This dude revolutionized the game. He also played on the Colts and the Raiders. This is a revolutionary player here who does not get enough of his due. I know most of the 70s are dominated by the Steelers and stuff like that, but Big fucking Ted, if you watch my Madden videos, because they put him in every position besides linebacker half the time. But Ted Hendricks was that guy. If you go back and watch some clips on him, he was that guy. Leading us into Mr. Jack Tatum. I know he looks innocent here, but I promise you, he's not that innocent either. Along with the other guys, this dude has the nickname The Assassin for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. He was also one of those dudes. And then here we can move on to Mr. George Atkinson. I know showing him here this picture, he doesn't look as intimidating, but I promise you, he was just as nasty as Tatum, Hendricks, Joe, Lambert, Ham, all of those guys right there, they were all equally as dirty as Atkinson here. Atkinson was one of those dudes too. Hey, it's 70s football, man. It doesn't get much better than that. Because I don't know what happened. I understand the movie Concussion came out with Will Smith. I understand that came out too, and that really made the NFL put a stop to it. But, like, I remember when Steve Atwater, Broncos safety, I remember him hitting hard. And then it went on to Sean T. Sean T was hitting hard. But the last safety that I really remember that really, rocked people's shit, sadly, was fucking Kam Chancellor. Pretty much after Kam Chancellor, I'm not saying none of the other safeties don't hit hard, but, like, after Cam, left the game, okay, I guess you could throw Ed Reed in there too, but after Cam got injured, him and Sherm, best believe, the Legion of Boom was that defense, but Legion of Boom also was one of my favorite defenses. I mean, yes, the no-fly zone Denver Broncos were good too, but the Legion of Boom was just that defense, bro. Sherm, and if you don't believe it, Sherm and Kam Chancellor, I might put the video in this video too, because literally Sherm says in Arizona Stadium, or whatever, I think it is the stadium in Arizona, they both got injured. Cam fucked up his neck, and then Sherm tore his Achilles, I'm pretty sure. Or he tore something in his knee, or ACL. It was either Achilles or ACL. I don't remember which one. But they both went down at the same time, and Sherm's one of my favorite cornerbacks of all time. But, it's just after that, the Legion of Boom had their run, really, it's like the defenses just went down more for some reason. It's just really weird. I understand they want to make the game safe, but football is not a safe game. It's impossible to you make the game safe, then it's not football no more. There might as well be fucking flag football. And I don't understand that, why they're trying to make the game safe. I understand you don't want people to die out there. I get that. I'm not saying the game has to be super hardcore, but, like, the nice balance, I say, of football was, like, in the 80s, and I still think the 70s, yes, Mel Blount dumping dudes on their fucking head is fucking ridiculous. But I think the nice little blend of, like, actually not the 80s. The nice little blend of, like, the 90s to the mid-2000s, I think that's basically the perfect blend right there of football right there. That's the perfect blend without making it too soft or not being too hardcore, I think that's the perfect blend right there.
Arizona Stadium is a house of horrors. So in Arizona Stadium, we lost the Super Bowl. I tore my Achilles. That was my last game as a Seahawk. Cam hurt his neck. That was his last game as a Seahawk. Earl broke his leg. Flicked everybody.
Can we not talk about this right now?
I'm just saying.
It's the only topic. I don't want to expound upon. Maybe you may want to cut this out.
No,
it's the truth.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
It hurt. Yeah. And then we
got tie in overtime. You got to be kidding me.
100 plays.
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong with that stadium, but my goodness, I hate it.
I think we won a lot there, though.
Yeah, we did. We won a lot. Those games, just the stuff that happened afterwards was
I don't get it. Yeah.
Dramatic.
And we're going to end it there, end it off with Big Richard Sherman, my favorite cornerback. I know people probably say, Deion's better. I get that. I understand, yep, Deion's a better glue guy, but Sherm was my guy. If you like this video, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. Okay? Enjoy your day.